So we are talking about David Hume and the notion of causality, but it's important we think that when Hume attacks the causality principle, saying that, look, everything is the result of habits, what David Hume is saying is that we have the impermanence of the things. And this is a big issue on the philosophy, right? Why? Because permanence and impermanence, this issue, let's use a philosopher before Hume that is called Giordano Bruno. We are in modernity yet, and I will read only one part of his text, because we are talking about permanence and impermanence, and this is related with the time. Now let's use the same mechanism but related with the space. And concerning the space, let's see what Giordano Bruno said. This is a Portuguese version of the book. I will translate to English. If the world is finite and out of the world is the nothing, I ask, where is the world? Where is the universe? So, also Giordano Bruno think that we have the permanence or the impermanence, right? Concerning time, or the infinite and the finite concerning space. And let's come back in the ancient philosophy. We already talked about Heraclitus and the notion that the only thing that is permanent is the changing, right? So maybe a half of millennium before Christ, a little before Heraclitus, we have Anaximenes saying that everything came from water. So what we have here, a principle of changing, right? The constant changing of the things. So here we are talking about the permanence and the impermanence, the finite and the infinite, right? In the modern philosophy and then in the ancient philosophy. This is an introduction course to the philosophical way, to the philosophical path. So what is important? We have some ways to study philosophy. We can choose a philosopher, and we shall do this, or some philosophers choose to this author, this thinker, in a deep way, in a vertical way. So how this author works with all the big issues of philosophy. And at the same time, we should study in a horizontal way. So we need to see the history of philosophy and some key subjects, right? So in this introduction to the philosophical way, to the philosophical path, we are talking about causality, reason, science, faith, skepticism, right? In the modern, in the ancient philosophy. Let's go to Kant now.